Hi, I'm Diane Brentari from the Linguistics Department at the University of Chicago.
And I'm Susan Golden Meadow from the Psychology Department at the University of Chicago.
Susan and I wrote this piece on the moments in historical time when a non-linguistic system becomes a linguistic one. We take a particular perspective from the home science systems of children and adults who have never been exposed to either a spoken language or to a sign language.
So a home science system crops up when you have a child, a deaf child, whose hearing losses are so severe and profound that the child can't acquire the spoken language that surrounds him. This child is in a hearing world and is exposed only to speech, so his hearing parents don't provide the child with a sign language. So the child is, for all intents and purposes, lacking a linguistic input that's usable. So we have home sign on one hand, and we have what we call co-speech gesture on the other hand. Co-speech gesture is what the parents use. These hearing parents talk to their children all the time, and they gesture all the time, but they're gesturing always with speech. And these gestures look like what I'm doing here, those kinds of gestures. What the home signers do looks much more like what sign language looks like. The children structure their gestures. When they're talking about acting on an object, they point at the object first, a grape, and then do the gesture for eating. Or if they want to talk about drumming, point at the drum and then do drumming. Always the object is first and then the action is second. Their hearing parents, first of all, rarely combine two gestures. And when they do combine those two gestures, they're often in random order. So the hearing mothers aren't providing enough of a model for the children. The children are really contributing these sort of really fundamental properties of language to the system itself. And that's where we think the real interest of home sign is, because it's the beginning stage. And in the rest of the paper, what we do is we explore how home sign can grow into something.
We know where the home sign systems of children will go if the language, if the system has a chance. They will, over generations, become a well-established sign language, like American Sign Language, British Sign Language, or many others.
The manual modality can really assume the fundamental properties of language, even in the hands of a child, without very much support from a community or from his parents. But the child can only go so far. It can only grow into a full-blown language when it has the support of a community in the sense, not in the sense of a loving community, but somebody who uses that system and gives it back to you. And once that system becomes a system and is transmitted to the next generations, we see language really grow into its full-blown potential.
And analyzing the manual modality as it goes from a home sign system to a well-established sign language in historical time offers a unique window on language creation.